Now for the E-Revo. This is probably my favorite truck, just because the design of it is, in my opinion, just bloody marvelous. It's a great truck. Out of the box, these things are just ready to go, ready to fly, ready to, basically take on anything you can put it through. Some of the things I've done to it: I have a Proline slipstream body in Indy Silver, with a couple of Traxxas stickers on it here and there. I did put the diamond plate in the back, the bed, just for little aesthetic purposes. I also did one in black. I did a black Proline slipstream body. I wanted to keep it plain and simple. Of course, it is a brushless edition. It has the Mamba Monster Max in it, the 2200 kV. Has the 1/8 scale Mamba Monster Max ESC in it. I do run 6S, obviously, otherwise there's no point in having it. The thing about the brushless edition is you will go through tires like a madman. I've been through 4 sets. Exercise throttle management. My good buddy in Indianapolis, Jetlag, I'm sure you know who he is. Great videos, great RCer, been in it for a long time. He's taught me a bunch of stuff. Anyway, he simply recommended throttle management. Yeah, it's fun to do wheelies and backflips and stuff like that, but it's going to wear your tires out as well as your transmission. So go easy on the throttle. The cool thing about the Mamba Monster Max is it's programmable with the Castle Link. Although the truck does not come with the Castle Link, you have to get that separately. Along those lines, one thing that I did is I added a extension to my ESC wires here. Just a little servo extension. One end goes into the receiver box. Of course, this is the ESC end. It just makes it a lot easier to program on the fly. I don't have to have any tools with me. I can simply unplug this and plug it into my Castle Link, reprogram my system if I want to, and I don't have to get into my receiver box to do it. You'll notice I have the E-Revo, or excuse me, the Revo 3.3 and Summit wheels on here. This truck does come standard with the 17mm hex, so I got the wheels, the Summit wheels. I have the stock talons on there. I have put RPM arms all the way around, top and bottom, front and back, and I also have the steel CVDs in here. At some point I'll probably put the drive shafts in here. I just haven't done that yet. Like I said, I'll probably end up dyeing the chassis black at some point, and the rockers and stuff like that. I'll just like everything black, like I've said before. That's basically it for the E-Revo. I did put another wing on it, on the back. It's a little bit bigger than the stock wing. It rides on its tail quite a bit. It does have a lot of power to it. Does a lot of wheelies, so I thought, time to replace the wing. And that is it as far as the E-Revo brushless edition. I love it. Like I said, it's my favorite truck, most versatile truck, and it will fly. Okay, the E-Maxx. Well, this is the most modified truck that I have. I did the same thing with the wheels as I did with the E-Revo. These are the Summit wheels. I did put 17mm hexes on them. These are the tires that come on the new Revo 3.3. The body is a Proline Ford F250 Super Duty body. I did in true blue. Just blacked out the windows. Made my own stickers for it. Made this one Bigfoot. My son really likes monster trucks, and Bigfoot's his favorite. So I decided to make a Bigfoot for him. He loves it. Got the Bigfoot on the back. Same thing I did with the Slash. I did a little chrome on this one. I wanted to make it look as realistic as possible. So I did the toolbox in chrome, the rear bumper, as well as the front bumper and grill in chrome. Also, it goes along with the RPM front bumper that I have. That's the outside. On to the inside. Several modifications to the E-Maxx. One thing you'll notice right away, this big old green Castle motor. This is the Castle Creations Mamba Monster Max, same as the one in the E-Revo. I have RPM body mounts, shock towers, front and rear. Of course, have a wheelie bar on the back. That's kind of a no-brainer. I put the big bore shocks on it all the way around. I have the white Traxxas progressive rate springs on there, a couple of body clips, RPM A-arms all around, steel CVDs, as well as the drive shafts. I have the Traxxas hollow tubes all the way around, except for the steering linkage. I took it out of there simply because I changed out my servos to high-tech servos. They're model HS645MG. They're a metal geared servo, lots of torque. I can't remember the exact specs on them. I do have a RC1 aluminum skid plate on the front. I do that simply because it helps keep your bulkheads intact. I've broken several bulkheads since I put this skid plate on here. I haven't had any trouble with it. Anyway, those are the modifications I've made to my Traxxas trucks. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll try and get them answered for you. I do want to mention one more thing. With this motor, the stock radio receiver just glitches horribly. So I've ordered a Traxxas 2.4 gigahertz receiver for it, and I will bind it with the TQ 2.4 transmitter that came with my E-Revo, and I'll just use that one controller, one transmitter for two different vehicles, two different receivers. It's $37 at Tower Hobbies. I figure that's a heck of a lot cheaper than a $300 Spectrum. Like I said, that's my upgrades, my mods to my trucks. Let me know if you have any questions.